What's going on out there, game heads? This is the TheDreadMan, taking on my boy G4 Leader, and we want to hit you with the first video that we can come up with: the Xbox One versus the PlayStation 4. Now, both of them blew our minds at E3 this year, but we're just going to dive a little bit into the comparison. Now, first off, the price. We were astonished with the price that the PS4 gave, $400. Because you remember at the PS3's launch, they had a 40 gig, they had a 20 gig for $500, and they had a 60 gig for $600. That is an amazing step down. And I hear that at launch they're going to have I believe they said 500 gigabytes. That's pretty damn good. Now for the Xbox One, the price is a little bit steeper. The price is about $150 to $100 more. They said for the highest gig model they're going to do $500, which I guess is understandable for a launch price. And they're going to have around the same amount of gigs, but of course they're going to be getting up into terabytes pretty soon. When 500 gigabytes, 700 gigabytes, when that gets to be too little, then it start with terabyte processor, and that's more powerful than most computers on this planet. All right, what do you have to say about the comparison, G4 Leader?
Personally, I'd pick the PS4. I feel like you're getting more bang for your buck. I feel like they got more exclusives that's coming out. I feel like they got better exclusives. Well, I'm not sure if Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy are exclusives, but they got other shit like Watch Dogs, Infamous 3. They got so many good titles that's coming out for it, and so much space. Like you said, a terabyte worth of space. I don't know that many people that can even fill up a terabyte worth of space. So I feel like at this point, the PS4 is doing more for a cheaper price. So I feel like the PS4 is just doing it right now. But that's not to say the Xbox One is that bad either. Like I said, they starting price is $500 for 500 gigabytes, which ain't bad either. I feel like they both going to be on that level playing field, and I feel like Xbox is going to come out with some haymaker games in the following years to come. We already know a new Halo is coming out as well, so I feel like Xbox is about to start dropping more exclusives. So like I said, it's pretty even right now, but I'd still give it to Sony.
Yeah, I say as far as the price range goes, Sony has a one-up, but I say as far as exclusives, Xbox has a one-up because they already announced Killer Instinct, which looks beast.
Yeah, dude.
And, all right, let's get into the online thing. Online is everybody's biggest concern, more so than the price and the graphics. Like, the biggest concern about PS3 was, will online still be free? The answer is yes, but of course you'll still have to pay $50 a year for PlayStation Plus, where you can get the exclusive PlayStation content on PlayStation Network, and you'll still be able to sign on to your PlayStation Online account regularly, in your regular name. But Xbox, that rumor about you having to be connected 24/7 online, that rumor ended up being true, and that's a pro and a con. That kind of helps Xbox, and that kind of hurts it. I mean, because people say, if you pay a year for Xbox Live, if you pay $50 a year for Xbox Live, we're like, if I'm connected 24/7, at least I'm getting my money's worth. But who's online all the time? You're connected online, but what's the point if all the hours that's going into Xbox Live isn't gameplay hours? Of course, it's a home entertainment system. We use it for more than just playing games. We use it to watch movies, record TV shows. Oh yeah, they also said they're going to incorporate a DVR into the Xbox One, which is real good. And they're also going to have they're going to have emulators where you can download old school games. That's good, but it's not backwards compatible, but it's the next best thing, where you can download old school games. But the downside is that you still have to pay for all those old school games that you have to re-download them. All right, but anyway, what do you think about that?
I wouldn't pay. I'll say that now. I wouldn't pay for games, the old school games, especially when I could play them on PC for free. Let me just say that much. But let me talk about the always online part. I feel like that's that's what killed Xbox One. I feel like that's where they shot themselves in the foot, because think about this scenario where you have to sign on every 24 hours. What if your cable goes out, but your power's still on? That means you will not have access to your whole gaming library in which you purchased. You know, imagine if you have tons of games you paid for, hundreds of games, and you will not be able to have access to them. You know, that's too restricted. And I feel like that's where they made their biggest mistake. So, like I said, Microsoft fucked up there. Microsoft fucked up.
Yeah, they did. I mean, but yeah. Now, as far as the let's see. Oh yeah, one thing that the systems have in common is that you will be able to live stream and record YouTube videos from your PlayStation, so that way you don't have to set up a camera. You know, the chip is already built into it. So, I mean, that helps. I mean, for the YouTube gaming community. But then again, a whole bunch of videos are gonna be flooded. You know, by game players all over the world.
Yeah, I feel like that could help. You know, because you can see the professionals from the amateurs. So you have two levels of gameplay, but I do feel like you're right. People gonna be flooding it with the most silly ass videos, like, oh, I'm playing a fighting game, I got a perfect, like every perfect gonna be recorded. You know, it's gonna be too many, and for the people that's doing that for a living, their videos gonna be flooded out by amateurish videos of just people posting the most silly things. You know, so I see it as a benefit and a curse. You know.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But oh yeah, something else I want to discuss. Now we know that the Wii U is geared towards a whole other market. You know, kind of like the regular Nintendo Wii. Now who do you think that this is more going to appeal to? You think it's going to appeal more to the kids, like, you know, age 14 through 18, or do you think it's going to appeal to our age group, 20, 21, 22, and on up?
I think the Nintendo Wii U is going to appeal to everyone. You know, they got them games for the old folks in the nursing homes that want to get exercise. They got the games for the hardcore gamers, you know, the monster hunters out there. They got those type of titles, and they got, I do believe, I'm not sure on this, but I do believe they getting Batman as well. I think they getting the Batman, yeah. So they got games for hardcore gamers, and then they got games for I don't want to call casual gamers, you know, the Pokemon games that's coming out, you know, X and Y that's coming out. I know that's coming out for the 3DS, but it's still Nintendo. So I feel like Nintendo appeals to everyone. It appeals to a wider variety of people than even the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, because I don't see many old folks out there playing on an Xbox, you know, but I see Wii's and Wii U's at nursing homes all the time and shit. So I feel like it's going to appeal to everyone.
Yeah. Now, one more thing before we wrap this video up. Last question. Now, we've seen what both systems offer. We've seen what both systems bring to the table. We've seen both the prices. We've seen the pros and cons. Now, from what you've seen from either system, is this enough to make you want to buy at launch?
For me, no, I never buy at launch, because I always feel like at launch there's always certain bugs in the system that they have to work out. If you remember the first Xbox 360s that came out, all of them bitches were breaking down and shit. Red rings for days and shit. And PlayStation at launch was very expensive too. And you seen they came down so far from $600 and $500 to like $250 and $300. So that's a huge price drop. So I think for me personally, I'd probably wait 6 months to a year to make sure they worked out all the kinks and bugs first, and then wait for the price drop, because I believe PlayStation going to have another price drop that might knock their shit from $400 to $350 or $300, and by that time you paying for a PlayStation 3, but you're getting all the benefits of a PlayStation 4, and by that time Microsoft is done. They just done.
Yeah. So far, just to conclude this video, I have PlayStation 4 winning by a first round TKO. They pretty much got my vote as far as winning the console award. Now, I'm definitely going to purchase it, but if as far as me purchasing it at launch, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I mean, I may or may not purchase it at launch. I mean, I'll have the money, of course, but I have to see what more what they bring to the table. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I probably wait. But then again, what entices me is that 1 terabyte worth of space and that 500 gigabytes worth of space that can be used for things other than gaming. So, like I said, 6 months. You know what? I'll say 6 months. Guaranteed I'll have it 6 months after launch.
Yeah, because more games will be out, like Metal Gear Solid, like the new Metal Gear Solid, more exclusive titles along the lines of that. But anyway, we got more gaming videos coming out for you guys soon. This has been G4 Leader and TheDreadMan signing out.
G4 Leader,
next time.